Good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Let me just sort the old camera out. I've not been on the cam for a couple of days. That'll do. How are we doing? Thanks a lot for joining us. We have got a huge, mammoth, giganormous stream tonight. So we're leaving GameWeek 201 behind. Looks like we're doing pretty well. I've got the Atlanta shirt on. Atlanta absolutely ran the show against Cincinnati. Barco, Joseph, all the stuff was going on. I stayed on last night to watch it. It was great fun. Caught the Celtic game tonight. Caught a wee bit of the Rangers game just before setting up and coming on and whatever. But really active midweek. And I wrote it in the description. I don't know if you've maybe caught that at this point. But like this game week, like, when I'm looking at my teams, it feels like I made them so long ago. But the game week itself feels like it's just gone like that. I'm looking at my teams thinking, Jesus man, why didn't I play this guy? Why did I have that combination of players going out? It feels like I made these decisions so long ago that quite quickly, like as soon as the game week had kind of started, I already thought, oh shit, well those three lineups are grade A pointless and that one isn't going to go very far, so my only real hopes are this one and that one and whatever. I've not looked at SoRare Data since like 9:45. We are in the hunt for D2 podium. We are in the hunt. I'm going to check it at 10:15 at the time we're at live right now. If you're watching this after we've been live, it's 10:10. So another 5 minutes and I'll check my SoRare Data results and see where we're sitting at the moment. I'll check in with you guys in the live chat, see how you are all getting on, of course. And otherwise, it'll be all the usual stuff on the stream. We'll do SoRare Data Leagues to start the night off so we can iron out that best 11. We'll go through SO5. I already picked all my teams pretty much, but I'm going to Manchester tomorrow. I'm going to be in attendance for Man City v Southampton, which will be my first City game. Very excited for that. Hope Ferran Torres plays. Hope it's a goal fest. I'll maybe take some wee videos or whatever, maybe put a wee ensemble together. We'll see how that pans out. So anyway, point being is I'm travelling Friday, etc, etc. So I do not want, honestly after tonight, I do not want to look at my teams. I don't want to be worried about, oh, who did I put in D3 again, and oh, what's my D4 like, and did I gamble him and gamble him? You know, I don't want to be doing any of that. Well, I finished the stream tonight wholeheartedly satisfied that I've got the best combinations, the best team available in every division I'm competing on. And it's funny because the last weekend I felt like I took a kind of maximalist approach, and what I mean when I say that is it feels like I really gerrymandered all my lineups, my super rares in particular, in order to facilitate more entries, which didn't really pay off for me. So the midweek I took the total polar opposite, and you'll remember from the stream on Monday exactly the strategy was for that D2 that looks to be podium dangerous. I played Brooks Lennon and I played Barco, two of my best under 23 cards, and I just put them into All-Star because I knew that it was going to be a game week where age didn't matter. I just wanted the biggest hitters and the biggest team together. It has paid off. We'll see if it's paid off completely in the sense of going and bagging some podium ETH. We'll see how that pans out. But in any case, we've done well with that. And that is the motto. That is the kind of lesson, if you like, from SO5 from the last two game weeks that I do really want to focus on into preparing game week 202. I've made another couple of boo-boos in this game week, which I'll talk about when I go through my lineups and what the ones have let me down, etc. That I do not want another repeat of, because I feel like I know what one or two of them are already. And it's a common mistake that I've made a few game weeks on the bounce, and it has cost me a couple of cards at this point probably. So it's all about taking those lessons, feeling the team, feeling the form, feeling who's getting selected, who's getting rotated for Europe, all that type of stuff. We're still going through a lot of tactical discovery with a lot of the European cards, and as more fixtures roll on, we're starting to get a better picture and a better idea of where a lot of the squad players, because there's very few out and out guaranteed starters in world football today, period, really, if we're being honest about it. There's the best 11s on teams, but guaranteed starter, 95% of matches, there's not too many of them around. So we're pretty much where most players trying to figure out where they are in the current landscape of the club, the fixture list, the club's priorities of competitions, the manager's philosophy, the manager's belief on different players' standings in the club, etc, etc. So we'll try and discuss some of that as we roll through the night as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to kind of set up on the stream. I think that's pretty much the size of it. I might come to something else. as we run through it. But I'll drop in some fist bumps in the live chat, catch all you guys. My hair's looking okay. I just keep catching the sight of this. I keep playing with it. It's just anyway. So yeah, we're looking good. So anyway, fist bumps are dropping out. Boom, boom, boom. Ewan McLeod, high five for you. First one in tonight. Shrew 1886 AA. Good to see my man. Predictology. Good to see you, Simo. Been a week of shock DNPs for you, Predictology. I feel that thread has been happening for about 10 days, 2 weeks or so. Evening Josh, good to see you. Hope you get something for the Trap pen save, because I didn't know Trap did save a penalty. That lineup, I can tell you now, already has 2 DNPs in it. In Timo Werner Josh, and Trippier, who didn't play as well. So Trap isn't doing anything for me, unfortunately. Kyle McLaughlin, good to see you, my man. Non-Sick Lama, good to see you. I'm surprised we've not got Mikey and some of the other guys, Misaki and whatever, dropped in, but I'm sure we'll catch you guys throughout the stream as we go. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Okay, I've not looked. It's 14 minutes past. I'm going to wait one more minute before we go to SoRare Data. I'm going to hit the old refresh button and we'll see where we're standing. Fenerbahce scored a goal really late on. I hope that's not affected All-Star Division 2. It may have done. I didn't want to look until 10:15 is my safe time. It's when I know that all the refreshes and updates are pretty much where they're going to be at for the evening, and if there is going to be anything, it will probably be between the hours of like 8 and 11 potentially, the last hurdle before the game week closes up, etc. That's us now at 10:15. So I'm not going to look at the screen, okay? I'm not going to look at anything. I'm just going to hit this and hit refresh. You guys will have seen what it said on the page before I hit refresh. I'm just waiting for it to load up. Now I can see everything. Where have we finished in All-Star D2? We are 4th. Mikey Basson, good to see you, my man. XMK, good to see you. Fist bump. 4th and in All-Star D2 is a wee swift kick in the balls. 0.066 points. Nubo didn't get a fucking save or do anything. It's just got him losing possession. It's the only stat he had, possession lost, which is really weird, right? Because when I see when I looked at the stats, it was like successful long balls, like, and at some point it was like 5 out of 7. It's got 0 here, so I'm Opta adjustment hopeful that we can get some long balls added into this, because I'm pretty sure on SofaScore he had some, but a 0.066 off the podium and netting an additional half an ETH, as well as a slightly better seeding on a tier 2 super rare. Oh, his hard lines. Brooks Lennon picked up a big chance missed, which is gutting as well, -5 points for him. The converse to that is if he fucking scored the goal, we would probably have won the division, so that's a bit of a sore one. Jordan Larson is the only kind of mild regret I have about this team, because Medina bagged 80 points, and if I had Medina, what did Medina get including multiplier? Medina got 109 including multiplier. Don't think it was captain either. So that would be an additional 46 points. If I got an additional 46 points on this, I would have ran away with it, man. So that's the only one. I'm not disheartened on the goalkeeper performance, because when I look at the goalkeepers I had elsewhere, Trap, I don't know if he's got a penalty save or not, but he's only 49 points. Horvath was a punt anyway. Titon I wouldn't have played in that team because it was against Atlanta. Sean Joe I wouldn't have played in that team either. Schubert was in contention, but it's 6.5 a dozen. Really, the score was the exact same. Van de Voort would have almost certainly never been in contention for the All-Star D2, so I can't really feel bad that he's done that, because I wouldn't have realistically picked him. Oblak, I would have maybe picked him also, and with his multiplier maybe being a wee bit bigger off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. The Nubbles might have made a slight difference, but they've basically picked up the same points anyway, so it's the multiplier. And yeah, so I'm hoping for some sort of mild Opta adjustment. I don't know if I can open this up while so let's check SofaScore, because I know normally when I opened up flash scores I get some stream difficulties, so let's see if that's still the case. If we, oh, actually I'm going to actually change screen so I can see the chat a little bit quicker and whatever, and see the Connor, good to see you, my man. Boom. Slow-mo, good to see you. I'm back up to speed with the chat. Now I'm on this little page here. Don't forget, guys, while you are here, please do like the stream. It means a lot to me. It really helps other people find the channel and the content as well. And you've got no idea how much it does help the channel. It really does. So I'm just going to try and do a Nellis and just search it rather than try and fuck off. So I'm just going to hit Nubble into the search bar and let's hope we can pull him out. Yes, we can. Alexander Nubble. I'm pretty sure he got some long balls and such. So I've got here, this is like the little app on the phone, which is quite cool. Nibble, yes, and we get the same thing. So 90 minutes played, 47 touches, accurate passes, 39 out of 46. Long balls accurate 6, or is that 13 and 6 were inaccurate? I don't know, that always confuses me, to be honest with you. It says long balls and then in brackets accurate, so he's played 13 long balls, yet in 6 were accurate. So I don't know if that would outweigh the possession loss stuff or whatever. I didn't make one save, so I'm really clutching at straws on this one. But at 0.066, I am desperately waiting for an opt adjustment. The only other league I'm pulling a card out of is All-Star D4 right at the end. Mancini got a goal. Denier was very good against Rangers. Sani did good. Horvath played. And Zelarayan is the worst pick as captain probably I could have made. But we've still managed to bag a tier 3 rare, which in Global All-Star is a credible win. And I'm trying to think what the other kind of lessons were from the weekend. I know who one of them was, and it was Ibrahim Sangar. Now, Sangar DNP'd in the last game week, and I assumed that was in preparation for this game. It wasn't. He's got a muscle injury. And if that was the case, I could have played a couple of other challenger midfielders that would have scored, and I've not done the maths on it all or anything yet, but 55 points, I could have maybe muscled up a midfielder that would have got that and could have made all the difference. With America, this was just a little bit unlucky, 23 points off of a tier 2, and in D2, 88 points, which considering the Matarita did so horribly bad and none of the super rares lifted off the ground, false super rare Johnny Russell showed up in a big way, so that's disappointing. But considering this is like second string tier 2 super rares and a rare forward, I'm not too dismayed at where we've actually finished on that, to be honest. Champion Euro D4 was a pure punt, didn't do anything, so that's fine. I knew a lot of these guys were kind of gambly in terms of Paulinho, Nemeka, Efra, but to give them a chance I had to put Hakimi in there. It didn't even score that great anyway, so nothing lost. Nothing really lost here with Valenzuela DNPing, but the Jovic score, we could have maybe swapped some stuff around. We could have maybe got one under 23 division to actually pull a prize, maybe, but it would have been a real stretch and I'm not losing any sleep over it. And the special weekly was a wee bit of a gutter as well, seeing Van Dijk not even in the squad, because the rest of the team did kind of okay, you know, especially Robbo and Oblak, but 103 points. Oh, you know, it'd have been a big ask for Van Dijk to do that, so I don't think it made all the difference really. But yeah, pretty tough game week. I was well equipped, guys. You can see all the options I had. Like, I had a lot of good teams going out. I didn't even pick fucking Jota, who got an assist tonight for Celtic. I don't even know what his score is. We'll find that out in due course, I'm sure. But yeah, so a tier 2 super rare and a tier 3 rare from All Star D4, and we're just going to get our little crumb of ETH rather than a big sweaty half a coin at the moment. We'll see how it all pans out. Now, before we go anywhere on this front, we're going to dive into SoRare Data Leagues and check that out. I actually noticed between streams or whatever that Sean Newsham actually beat me in SoRare Data Leagues in the last game. I don't know if it was the last game week or the one prior to that. Yeah, I've just lost to Stabilizer. I had an absolute mare with DNPs. Both my forwards DNP'd on me, and Sean Newsham, yeah, the week before he beat me. So I've got a score to set. Do you know what I was actually thinking? I don't know if Max HG is watching this, right? But one thing I was thinking for SoRare Data Leagues is I'm pretty sure I've played Sean before in this, and I can't remember if I beat him or not. I'd like to be able to click on him and somehow see like our head-to-head score in SoRare Data Leagues. That would be interesting. I know I played Black recently. I can't remember if I won or if I lost. I think something's telling me I won. I've beat Seguin as well. Or, yeah, Seguin's I'm thinking. I beat Adrenaline. That was nice. I think I beat Black. I don't see him. I beat Black, yeah. So but I was wanting to see that head to head, because especially like for me, I've been in this semi-pro league since SoRare Data League started, and it's not easy to get out. You really do need to grind up your rank, you know. So I think the competition in the leagues would be a wee bit more feisty when we know each other, which will happen on occasion. And if you can check into like your head-to-head score, you know, and see exactly, you know, what the record's like. Cheers, guys. That's us getting started with Game Week 202 live. Thanks a lot for joining us, everyone. Misaki, good to see you. So rare value, fist bump to you as well, my man. Graham Handley, you hit the .01 EVE bonus last 2 game weeks, but yet to win a card. That's good progress, my man. You've got to be building up those threshold wins. Well done, teaming. Pounds make pennies, and pounds make prizes, and whatever. So, our best goalkeeper now. Actually, at a glance, that might be a bit of a tough decision to make. Titon has NYC, he's definitely not going to be. Trap has Wolfsburg, no chance. Nubel Nice, Horvath's a gamble. So the bottom guys, there's no real surprise. I think Slowick could actually have a good game week with Shizuma S-Pulse. Van der Voort could have a good game also. Is there no All Black? Am I tripping? Ah, there is All Black because he got Bilbao, tough game. And Matt Turner has Columbus. I think Matt Turner, I guess Columbus is probably one of the better fixtures I've got here. Kim Sung-gyu is at home and in great form. I think I might be going for Matt Turner on this. Oh no, Sean Johnson is Cincinnati away. Let's go with Sean Joe. Yeah, let's do that. So my back three, my best 3 defenders going into this game week. I assume Virgil will play against Palace since he didn't play against Milan. Kessler's in great form and Columbus are not, so I think Kessler is probably one of my best defenders. Koki Machida, according to Gamba Osaka English blog, Koki Machida will be back for this game week, so I am quite excited about that. But Gamba are not a pushover team, they're definitely one of the better teams in the league. And I don't think I would. I'm actually going to drop him from there. I'm going to put Brooks there, and then I'll put Kessler in the middle. That's a really good start to my defence. Robbo's in great form also. Chris Richards has got a good game. Who's that? Is that Byfield? Yeah, Chris Richards has a good game. Harwood Bellis, Mancini. I've got a lot of other kind of, yeah, that could be a good game set of defenders. But no one's really jumping out to go alongside Brooks, and it says Frederick on the card, but it's Henry Kessler. Sorry guys, I'm going to move the camera since I'm looking at the screen now a bit more closely. I think Chris Richards is, so it's that opposition stat is 49. 52 for Palace, but Palace are a little bit different now with Edward and Vieira in situ. Miles Robinson actually. DC have been dangerous. I don't know if I'll... Brooks line is okay because he can get decisives and I can balance out if they concede a goal or two. I'm going to have to go Van Dijk. I just think he's got that monster power. Van Dijk's one of these defenders that, since I've had him and since he's been fit and available and playing, he's just been unstoppable, man. Right, I think Barco definitely goes into the best